HARK, we are here. It is time for another episode of Star Wars Unlimited. Now today we're going to do something a little different. I have decided to record these as little segments and then push them all together in order to allow me to speak about things while they're fresh in my mind, but also get everything together in basically clips to create the video to submit, so that way you're watching this, but things are done on different days. So hopefully this video will cover new art showcased by FFG. It will showcase the new leader that has been showcased by FFG. I have another article to talk about and maybe a little bit of excitement and slash speculation about some things that I think are going to be occurring in the game, and that might be interspliced between a couple of the different sections. So stay tuned. We're going to flip over to the next segment, and here we have our art segment where we go over the art that we've seen so far in the week. As of recording, this is Monday the 12th, so you'll see the timeline bounce back and forth in this video. Specifically, this is going to be a strange video to edit. Today, we got our first piece of art. It's actually a day early. Normally these drop on Tuesdays, but I figured they'll probably drop on Mondays, Tuesdays. So it's not a hard and fast rule, but the first thing we get in a week is going to be the art. The second thing we get in a week is going to be a card. I'm excited for this one because this showcases some of my favorite characters in one of my favorite TV series, and that is, of course, Star Wars Rebels, featuring Hera and Sabine. Now, we're not entirely sure what this is going to be. It is just art, basic art. I think this could be an event, but I think this also might be a character. And with the Hera being the primary focus and Sabine being the background, that is likely going to be her character card, if it is a character card at all. Going off of the text in the actual tweet itself that presented this art, Zeb, I'll need the Phantom ready to pick up the supplies from Fulcrum. This is obviously within the first 2 seasons of the show, but because it is her speaking and it is the focus on her, I imagine this will be a character card for Hera, and that makes me super excited because that means that with the previous Death Trooper and maybe a couple of other things along with Hera, Spark of Rebellion could be more than just the original trilogy era movies, in that we can see a lot of different characters and other things from the actual breadth of the original trilogy era, and that's exciting because I love me some Rebels. So our next segment is going to cover the new card that FFG showcased to us on Friday, June 9th. It looks like the day is today. I should remember it because that day is today, as of recording at least. And this one's exciting. This is our next leader, our third leader that we will know completely as it pertains to the specific leaders that we've been shown. And that leader is Leia Organa, Alliance General. Now, this does showcase something that I specifically talked about, that I believe that heroism was not going to be locked behind vigilance and cunning, which clearly you can see we have Leia Organa, Alliance General, our leader, which is command heroism. She has an action that you exhaust her, you attack with a rebel unit, and then you may attack with another rebel unit. Her epic action is if you control 5 or more resources, deploy this leader. And then the flip side, said deployment, is a 5-cost command heroism, Leia Organa, Alliance General, ground units, a 3 power, 6 health rebel official. With raid, this unit gets +1/+0 while attacking. And when this unit completes an attack, you may attack with another rebel unit. You're sensing a theme here, I assume. This is exciting. This is the type of aggro that I like a lot, and is something that I think is going to be really cool in the game itself, and one of the archetypes that I imagine we're going to be seeing more of over the course of the next several months leading into the release in 2024, as well as similar archetypes to the rest of the set that's in there. Vader is another aggro archetype that, instead of attacking with units, just deals straight damage, right? One thing that I know a lot of people are going to be concerned about, and I'm here to help address this for you, is action economy. And this Leia brings new understanding to leader effects and how action economy is going to work, or we believe is going to work, I believe, is going to work in Star Wars Unlimited. Leia's action does three things effectively. It exhausts her, you attack with a rebel unit, and then you attack with another rebel unit. Instead of it being a free-form system of action, free action, free action, free action, it's effectively the same thing, but it's very strict in what it does. Your action is to attack with a rebel unit, and then you attack with another rebel unit. It's not attack, play a resource, attack, draw a card, attack, anything like that. It's very strict in what it specifically does. Does that mean we're never going to see anything like what I just described? Probably we will see something in that aspect, but for right now, and if we go back to what ambush was, it's something similar. You deploy the unit readied and you attack an enemy unit. But if your opponent doesn't have a unit that you can attack with that unit, you do not deploy readied. So you can't just gain advantage where realistically there shouldn't be any. And then along the same lines, Leia's leader unit allows her to actually be a 4/6 while attacking. And then when she completes her attack, you attack with another rebel unit. This is the, down to earth, ground and pound style gameplay that I love with aggro, where you just throw creatures at somebody's face, obviously units in our game, and it's going to be all rebels, much like what some of the other stuff we've seen is Imperial benefits that we get. So Alliance X-Wings, I think, are going to benefit the heck out of Leia Organa. Wing Leader, same thing. Being able to attack with multiple units with no arena restriction. That's another thing that needs to be pointed out here. It doesn't say it has to be 2 units of the same type, or even specifically targeting a unit in one arena and a unit in another arena. You target one rebel unit, then you target another rebel unit, and then you go. This attacking style is something that I think is going to be really cool, and this command Leia is going to be really neat. When we see the other bases, which I'm sure we will, my assumption is we're definitely going to get at least one of each one. We've already seen the command one, which is the Death Star, and the cunning one, which is the administration office on Bespin. We're going to see an aggression one. We're going to see a vigilance one, but I wonder if they're going to try to do more than one of each, potentially 2, just so that way it feels like there's kind of like a heroism version of it, light side, or a villainy version of it, dark side. I don't think you would want to run the Death Star with, say, Luke creating a vigilance command deck, but if that's what they stick us with in the first set, then that's what they stick us with in the first set. Something else to note here that I don't know if many others have noted as of yet. If they have, congratulations. On the bottom right here, we see 009. Now, I believe Luke Skywalker is 0010. Our assumption here that we can take, or at least speculation, is that there's going to be at least 10 leaders in the set. The first 10 numbers in the set will be leaders that we can play with. And I think that's pretty cool. That probably means there's going to be at least one of each side. So as we can see command heroism, we might see command villainy. We've already seen aggression villainy, we might see aggression heroism, so on and so forth, and then maybe something else that's just another style of character that utilizes the same aspect combination, but a different style, where it's one could be more aggro, one could be more control, so on and so forth. So I'm excited to build this Leia Organa, I'm excited to build Vader, I'm excited to build everything. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff going on. I hope you all kind of get what I'm going for here. Aggro is going to be interesting. I think the action economy is relatively self-contained so far, and this is pretty good leader ability. On to the next segment. So before we close today's Star Wars Unlimited video, I wanted to actually showcase an article from another group of creators known as Saga, Space Arena Ground Arena, a Star Wars Unlimited fan podcast. That's what it says here at the top of the page. And the article goes over what archetypes are in trading card games and customizable card games, collectible card games, just card games in general. And why this is important is if you're new to a TCG, you absolutely should check this article out. If you've played TCGs, but it's been a while, maybe you need a refresher, this is a great article to check out. And if you're not either of those, still a great article to check out. I checked it out. Banana Crapshoot here goes over everything that's involved with some of the major archetypes that you see within collectible card games as a whole, relates them to Star Wars Unlimited, and potentially what we could see with other cards, speculation like I have, about how those pertain to these archetypes. So give this a read. The link to this will be below in the description, so that way you can check them out and check out their other content as they do other stuff on the internet. I've watched a couple of their videos. They're pretty good at what they do. Go check them out. And with that, we have come to the end of this lovely video. I hope you all enjoyed this new format that I'm kind of testing, the little segments that are differentiated. So that way I can keep my thoughts in one specific thing without having to just brain fart dump the whole thing through. Some of it's scripted, some of it's not. I had a little bit of a script for the Leia stuff, maybe not some for others. I hope that this style of video works for you all. I know that a lot of you are watching my videos, and I deeply appreciate that, all of you. Comment below on what you think of the style of this video. My editing style is still a little messy, obviously, because I'm not really a video editor, but I have to do that for these videos themselves. I am now talking too much, and that's not a great thing to have happen. But comment on what you think of the video style. Comment on what you think I can improve, on what you might want to see more of, what you might want to see less of. I can't say we guarantee that I'm going to listen to any of that, but if something comes through that's a good idea, I'm going to go ahead and take it. That's it for this video. We'll see you all next time. I am looking at probably trying to churn one of these out every week that covers the new card, the new art, another idea, maybe showcasing another piece of content across the internet, so on and so forth. So like, comment, subscribe, all the other different lovely things that you do on YouTube for me. Follow all my presences on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, the other things. You know where I'm at. Just go follow me. Go do the things that you need to do that make me happy and make it so that I can keep doing this for you all as we prepare to get ready for the release of Star Wars Unlimited in 2024 and for the demos at Gen Con in August. And with that, that is that. I shall see you all in the stars.